Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this session of Facebook Live from Rutgers Cooperative Extension of Somerset County. My name is Shalja Mathur. I am the FCHS educator for Somerset County. And today we're going to do a summer salad, which is made out of basmati rice. So let me start to talk about all the ingredients that I've used. The recipe you're going to find in the comment section right after my Facebook Live, but this is the rice and I had to make it before because we need to have it at room temperature. So I did make it in the morning, and if you see that I did use some lemon rind when I boiled my rice, and I followed the instructions on the recipe exactly as they are. The only thing that I changed is I did not add salt, because I found when making this recipe, because of the large quantity of lemon in it, I really don't miss the salt. And also I did not add the oil because we are going to add some olive oil to it. I have used large grain basmati rice, but you get all kinds of basmati rice, and all of them are fairly long grain, so you can use whichever one you have available in the supermarket. Then I wanted to talk about what else is in there. So for the recipe, it calls for 1 teaspoon of fresh mint. So I got that from the garden. And then it has asked for half a cup of green onions. So if you have that in the garden, you can use that. The recipe does not call for cashews, but I have always used cashews in this recipe. It's optional if you want to add it. It gives a nice crunch. Cashews are sweeter. Sometimes I use whatever seeds I have in that also for the crunch and a little bit of protein as well. And then this, I wanted to show you this lemon because for the recipe I've almost used a lot of the rind. And if you don't have a lemon rinder or something to make your rind, then you can just peel it using a regular peeler. I do have a rind appliance, and then I use that, but you need a lot because some goes into the boiling of the rice and then some is used when we start to mix everything together. One more thing that is not in the recipe is this red bell pepper. It's the summertime and I like a lot of color, and I always try to find ways to add a lot more vegetables if I'm able to. So I just kind of lightly sauteed this in olive oil and it's ready to be mixed together. One of the things that you need is the golden raisins. These golden raisins are 1/3 of a cup, and the recipe does say that soak them in water and keep them. I normally don't do them because when I put them in the rice, and I normally make this at least an hour before I'm going to serve it, they really pop up and become large, which the recipe calls. And then it calls for 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. So I have my lemon juice here. So I'm going to start with the lemon juice. And you should plan to make the rice in it before, because the rice does need to get to room temperature. So that part is really important. And I actually squeezed 2 full lemons. I am seeing that I did not really need that. 1 lemon would have been enough. And then the recipe calls for 2 cups of green peas. So what I did with the green peas, if you're using frozen, then all you need to do is wash them up in boiling water or warm water and put them aside. And if you're using fresh peas, which we can in the summer months, then you need to blanch them. So basically you put them in warm water or boiling water for a few minutes and then pour them into a bucket of ice so that it stops the cooking process, because it's important to keep this beautiful green color that you see here. So you really need to do that. And I'm going to start mixing everything that I have here. So I'm going to start with the green and the red. This is my green onions. I have also used edamame, frozen edamame in my in this recipe before, so you're welcome to try that as well. Edamame as compared to peas have more of a protein content, so they are a great substitution. You can do half and half, or you can just use just edamame. And the recipe calls for a little bit more of the lemon rind. So this one, which is used fresh, should actually be added last. But you will see that it does add a lot of flavor to this recipe. And I'm going to now mix everything together. And this is something that you can serve in your backyard parties. I have made them a day in advance. It kind of works. Just remember to bring your dish out a little bit before you're getting ready to serve it, because the rice does tend to become drier in the refrigerator. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the olive oil. So what I have here is the extra virgin olive oil. That's the kind of olive oil that's used just for garnishing. So it's the one that we use for salads. And this one is cold pressed. And the recipe calls for 1/4 of a cup. So now you'll see, because of this amount of olive oil that the recipe calls for, I did not add some oil when I was cooking the rice, but if you want to, you can. The rice came out pretty nice, and I just had to use the fork a little bit after I left it, but follow the directions in the recipe. They're really good directions, and my rice, you can see, is just like I wanted it to be, very fluffy, and all the grains are separated. It's really, and then I'm going to add the raisins the last and mix it all together. What I serve this with is oftentimes lemon chutney, and because there's only 1/4 cup of minced mint that is asked in the recipe, but because it's the summertime and I have a lot in my garden, I usually prepare like a mint chutney, and I'll show you that mint chutney as well. And I will also share with you the recipe in the comment section, so you could make it if that's what you would like to use. So this is the mint chutney that I made this morning, and I'm going to serve this with the mint chutney here. And then what I'm going to do is you can also add, I have decorated my salad often with a boiled egg or some cottage cheese if you want to add some protein into your dish. So here's how it looks with the chutney. So that's your basmati rice, mint, lemon, almost like a summer salad. It's great for a backyard party, and I hope that you're going to try to make it and share with us any pictures if you do make it and try it. So thank you for joining us. We will see you next week at 11 o'clock. Thank you.